Hey everyone, so today I'll be teaching you how to get this cat eye cut crease. This is really bold and perfect for New Year's Eve. I wore this for Christmas Eve, but you know, you only live once, so you gotta go big or go home. I show you how to do it with red lips and nude lips. So if you want to see how to do this, please stay tuned and don't forget to stay tuned until the end because I have another little change up for you guys there. The first thing you want to do is apply an eyeshadow base. I'm using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm only doing a really thin layer. You don't want to put too much of this, and you'll see why as we go on. And I already have my brows done, as you can see. And then you want to take a matte vanilla shade. This is my Mia Mia palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just using patting motions or packing motions to apply that all over my lid with a flat shader brush. And then you want to go in with a warm taupe color and put that into your crease to start building a transition color, and I'm using a Sigma fluffy blending brush to do that. And then to warm it up even further, you want to take more of a warm soft brown color and put that right above the warm taupe and blend it out with that same brush. And then I went back in with my MAC 217 blending brush to make sure that was all blended, since those are your transition colors. And then I'm taking the Balm Cosmetics Balmsai palette and going in with that High Tide color. It's a super pretty frosty highlight shade with a little bit of gold flecks in it. And I'm putting that right on my brow bone, and then I'm also highlighting my inner corner with that. This really pops the eye, brightens it, and just makes everything more interesting. And then I'm taking Dig It, and this is going to start going into the crease with 217 by MAC, and you just want to start carving out the crease and elongating that smokiness out and up, kind of like a cat eye shape. Then taking the color Woody, this is more like a straight up brown to me. It's a little cool, a little warm, a little dark, but not too dark, but we are going to start building up the darkness in the crease. So I'm actually putting that right over the last color that we did, and then you want to make sure that you blend it out as you move along. This next color is called Ripper, and this one is also a straight up brown but more in the dark family, and I'm going in with a 239 by MAC and starting to carve out my crease. But make sure you don't go too far up to where you start covering your transition color, because then you won't have a nice blend as the colors fade upward. So now I'm going in with a Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer and a Real Techniques detailer brush. You want a concealer that is not too liquidy but not too dry, because you don't want skipping motions. And you want to take a brush that is super thin that'll give you a really nice line. As you can see, I'm starting to carve out that crease. And you want this to basically carve out your entire eyelid, and if you use shorter motions like you see me doing here and go back and forth, you'll get a smooth line. This concealer works great for this because it is creaseless, and I also didn't put too much of my eyeshadow base for this reason, because I didn't want this to cake up and crease later on. So just continue to carve out that crease very slowly. Take your time with this because you want this to basically be perfect, because this is the part that matters. And then once you get to the end, you want to slowly start creating that cat eye. There you see I'm creating kind of like an eyeliner shape and creating that cat eye like I said, and just keep following that as if you were using like a black eyeliner. That's basically what you're doing. So once you finish creating the shape of your eyelid, you want to lock that down in place. This is just a matte white vanilla shade from the Balmsai palette, and I'm just using packing motions once again. You really want to pack this in place before you move on, because you want to prevent creasing. And now we're going to start on the eyeliner portion. I'm tight lining with Nars via Venetto, and then I added a little bit to my upper lash line, nothing perfect at all. And then you want to smooth it out with an angled brush. This is just my MAC angled brush to start giving you that smoky effect. And then you want to go in with a black eyeshadow with that same angled brush and start creating a liner, but you don't want to cover the white space area that you have there. You want to leave a gap so that you can tell that you have a cat eye going on. So So just continue following that and you should create your eyeliner shape. And then I went in with Sienna from the Mia Mia palette and I started blending that on top of the liner to give it a little bit of warmth and smokiness. And then you want to add smokiness to your lower lash line, so I basically used all the same browns that I used in the crease on the lower lash line, and I'm using a MAC 242 shader brush to do that. For my lower waterline, I'm using MAC's Costa Riche eyeliner pencil. This is just a really pretty red-brown toned liner. And then for mascara, I'm using Tarte's Gifted Mascara on my upper and lower lash line. And then I wanted to carve out the crease just a little bit more, so with my angled brush, I added some more darkness right into the outer portion of my crease, and I followed the line to make sure I didn't go too far up. I did the same thing on my lower lash line, and then after that I went back in with my MAC 242 brush and some sienna on there and just blended away. I know I just used these in my last tutorial, but they're the House of Lashes Siren lashes and they are amazing. They're so beautiful. I can't get over how beautiful they are. They look a lot like MAC 35 lashes, so if you have those, you don't need these. But I think you need them because they're just beautiful. So I use those and I like to pinch them together with my real lashes. And then I went in with the Balm Cosmetics. This is just the Shwing liner and I covered the band of lashes with that. So I already had my foundation on. Again, I used the same foundations I used in my last tutorial. I used Nars Sheer Glow and Illamasqua Skin Base. For concealer, I'm using Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, putting that right underneath my under eye area for brightness, down my nose, above my cupid's bow, and on my forehead, and blended that out with my damp Beauty Blender sponge. And then to set that area, under eye area in place, I went in with Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and this is the translucent one, and just patted that all over my under eye area to prevent creasing. After you've done your concealer, now is the time for any last minute touches. I needed to just add some more shadow to my lower lash line as well as mascara. For my bronzer slash contour, I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color 360. This is really, really dark, so you have to be really light-handed with this. If you are an NC42 and darker, I think you'll love this powder, but if you're lighter than me, you might as well just get a lighter powder. I then went in with Milani's Luminoso blush with my Bobbi Brown powder brush, but I really love this brush because it blends everything out so seamlessly. And then I like to go in with my fan brush to make sure I don't have any more harsh lines on my cheek area. For my lips, I'm going in with Brick Lipliner from MAC and just filling those in. So for lipstick, I went in with this Bite Beauty lip pencil and it's in the color Pomegranate. It's a really pretty, vibrant red. These are super, super creamy. I love the way they go on and I thought it looked really nice, but I also wanted to add some gloss. So I went in with this Revlon Colorstay Moisture Stain in this really nice red color and just topped that with it. Alright, so here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's way more dramatic since we're doing the bold eyes and bold lips, but I think it's so suitable for New Year's Eve and you can get away with it, especially if you're going to go out at night. If you, however, don't like the bold eyes and bold lips, then you are more than welcome to do a nude lips like I switched up here because I love my nude lips. So yeah, and then I went on to actually change up the look because I was going to my mother-in-law's house and I wanted to be comfy, so I put my hair up and added some glitter, and it just looks a little bit more New Year's Eve to me whenever I add glitter to my look, so this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave me a comment below letting me know what kind of New Year's Eve look you want to see next, and I will have that up before New Year's Eve. Thanks guys, bye!